Hey everyone, how's it going? Happy Monday. Let me know if you can hear me and all of that good stuff. And I meant to put a title in and I totally forgot. And I wanted to play with the filters. Hey there. Hi, Metaphysically Speaking. How are you? How's everyone doing today? It is like so dark and gloomy here. And it's one of those days you just want to like sit in your bed and not move and just watch Netflix. Or for me anyway. So we have today also is the full moon. We have, hi Tora Diva, we have the full moon in Gemini. And it's also a lunar eclipse. So there is like a lot of things happening in the universe right now, which is awesome. So it's all about what we're gonna do to harness it, use it to our best ability. Hello. So today, I wanted to also to talk about crystal grids a little bit, and I was going to make a crystal grid for us. And I'll just kind of walk through it and how I do it and all that fun stuff. Hey Amber. So we will do that as well because this is a great time to use a crystal grid to kind of harness the energy we want from the lunar eclipse, from this full moon in Gemini, just all those things. Like, why not, right? Happy Monday. Hello, hello. It's kind of like so dreary here. And I'm like, so we are going to make it happy. I wanted to do like this sunburst grid that it's just like, we're just going to shoot out the energy to everyone today. And it'll be awesome. And also too, we are going to go through our horoscope, Tarotscopes today as well. And these kind of have extra little boosts because we have the, again, full moon, right? So the full moon is great for releasing. It's great for letting things go so that you could bring things in. So, kind of like cleaning out the closet, so to speak. So that's what that's what's great about the moon, the new moon, the full moon. So I'm going to talk about that too. So the deck, I have to show you, I'm very excited about this and it just feels like fantastic. It's the Elemental Wisdom Tarot, my light. And it is such a beautiful deck. And they made the Haunted Mansion deck. It's the Taroteca Studios. And everything they put out is always fantastic. Hi, everyone. Hello, hello. Let me know you can hear me okay. That would be fantastic. How's it going? So we are going to go ahead and take a minute and just kind of ground ourselves, bring us into this moment. To do our reading, and then also we are going to thank you, Magic Door. I appreciate that. You never really know. I always feel like I could be talking to nothing and everybody's just like, hi. So here I have to ask these questions. It makes sense. So we have actually two in the next couple of weeks, the Cartomancer December issue comes out. And I am in it I have an article in there, Tarot Touchstones, and that has to do with doing crystal tarot readings. So that, once that comes out, I'm going to kind of do a live one, just kind of show you what it is and everything. So it is, it's just a fun way to kind of deepen a reading and to kind of work with the energies of the reading using crystals and stuff like that. Because, any excuse to use crystals for me is not even an excuse. It's just, it needs to be, right? It needs to be. Like even right now, because we are going to talk a little bit about crystal gridding. I have so many crystals around me. It's like, wah, wah. Like, I don't, who needs caffeine, right? I have all these crystals just like yelling at me right now. And then the crystal of the week that I chose too is, it's not even I'm not going to tell you yet, but it's not like a super sparkly, you know, whatever. I tend to really actually love the kind of the ugly crystals, because I feel like they have so much depth to them, and I just feel like they have so much to tell you, you know? So I always think that's kind of cool about them, and they always call to me, so that is something for sure. Hey everyone, hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? Everybody make it through the weekend okay? Do some good shopping. I actually got all my nieces and nephews done, and I'm so proud of myself. And the only reason is because I'm so worried about shipping. So I'm like, all right, I need to do this and get it over with, so I don't have to worry last minute shipping. Excuse me. So yeah, so that's my tidbit there. But all right, so why don't we get started? First, before I go ahead and shuffle, whoa, my cards are like falling over. Let's just take a minute to ground, okay? So, you know, if you're able to, you know, kind of just close your eyes, take a deep breath, put your hand on your heart, a hand on your belly, and just kind of feel the pressure of that on you. Like, how does that feel? Like, what's, you know, is that comforting? You know, just see how it feels for you. Take a deep breath, and when you take that deep breath, I want you to feel it go all the way down to the base of your spine, to your root chakra. So let's try that. Breathe in through your nose, all the way up, and as you release, feel it just kind of settle down into the base of your spine. That you're grounded, you're secure. Let's try it again. Breathe in. Now kind of hold it at the top just for a second. Let it go all the way down to the base of your spine and just kind of let it settle there. And one last time. Breathe in. Hold it. And let it out. Okay. How do you feel? I always love that feel. It makes my hands tingly when I do that. Like anytime I do any sort of energy work, my hands get tingly. Besides that and all these crystals around me. So let's get to our Tarotscope for this full moon, eclipse, lunar eclipse week, all that fun stuff. So I mentioned before too, I wanted to say it again. I have the Elemental Wisdom Tarot by the Tarotketta Studios, and I know they do the Haunted Mansion Tarot, which I love that too. And this deck is fantastic. I love just how it feels. It's like, oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. There's a card back. So pretty. And then it looks like it's got like some black edging. It's not super shiny. These are definitely like a matte finish. Sorry, you're getting like a mini like walkthrough type thing going because I just love them. And just the thickness of them to shuffle. They're really nice. Hey, Double Scorp, how are you? We are just about to do some readings for this full moon week we have going on. Oh, God. I'm going to just keep shuffling them because they shuffle so nice. All right, so let's just start at the top, right? So we have Aries. What do we got here for Aries? We have the moon. Look how pretty this is. I love it. Okay, so Aries, you know, this cycle, we're going to go with the full moon cycle. So with this full moon cycle, we got the moon for you. But the moon is kind of one of those cards. Things aren't always what they seem. Like that's kind of the theme of the card. So really take a peek at some things that you maybe are not letting go of that maybe you want to because you're not really looking at it. Like what is it that you're kind of making it better than it really is. So whatever it is, think about it. Think about why you are not letting it go. Why it's taking, you know, why it's kind of like hanging out by you and not, wanting to just, write about it, think about it. What is it that you want to let go? And kind of stop making excuses. Like, it's time. Let's do that for sure. So Aries, let it go because it's not what you think it is. So there's that. Hey, girl. So next we have Taurus. So Taurus, 7 of Swords. So I think, this moon cycle, it's time. Oh, okay. Hi, bye. Love you. So the 7 of Swords for Taurus, right? Kind of see it's like kind of like a ninja, right? It's time for you to really, or this cycle, it's time for you to kind of choose your words wisely and walk away from things that aren't going to get you anywhere. And these situations or conversations that aren't going to get you anywhere. Like, be the ninja. Just be like, hi, oh yeah, sure, whatever, and peace out. So that's kind of what you want to do. You don't want to really hang on to these things, or even just don't engage. Like, it's just time to let it go. And whether that means that you kind of have to maybe admit you're wrong, or you're not going to kind of come out on top of the situation, that's okay. And as Taurus, you can be a little stubborn. It's all right. I love you. But it's good. You need to walk away from it. It's all right. So it's time for you to do that, Taurus. All right. Let's see. Oh, I'm trying to push the button and it won't let me. So next we have Gemini, which this is a Gemini full moon, right? So this is like, if your moon is in Gemini, this is your moon. This is the thing for you. So we got a 6 of Swords. So with this, it's time for you to kind of clear out your thoughts and move forward. There's new things for you. Whatever is going on around you, don't pay attention to, move forward, because there's some new stuff on the horizon for you. You kind of see her like going towards the light, right? Kind of sounds like Poltergeist going towards the light. Don't go by the light. No, I'm joking. It's not that kind of light. So Gemini, that's what you need to do. Next we have the star for Cancer. So Cancer, it's time for you to, what are those wishes? What wishes do you have? What are some things that you want to bring in this next month? It's time for you to go ahead and act on it. Like, all right, yeah, I want these couple of things. It's time for me to get moving with it, because that's the star's hope. The star is the wishes, the wish card, It's time to go ahead and act on that. What is it what do you desire? So next we're hitting all the majors for this, okay? So for Leo, we have the Tower card. So, people, tend to kind of get like, oh my gosh, the Tower card. The Tower card is actually like a really cleansing card. It's that card that, like, you know what? We're taking all this down. We're getting rid of it because there's stuff here that it's like the ground underneath. There's stuff in that for you. There's stuff for you. So don't be afraid to kind of like use that fiery energy, Leo. Use that energy and just like, I don't need any of this anymore. Goodbye. And it might be a little bit of a shakeup, and it might be you might be a little anxious about doing it, but you need to, you are here to like do a deep cleanse. Like, you need to like get some stuff out of the way, because that makes that room for great things to come. So that brings us to Virgo. I just want to shuffle. Let's see. Virgo, we got the King of Cups. Oh, that's a great card. All right, Virgo. So those, you want things, you tend to like things the way you want them, and that's perfectly fine. And I always tease because I love my Virgos. So here it's time to kind of get a hold of your emotions. Now, whatever's going on, in the next few weeks, it's time for you to just kind of be like, this is how I'm going to feel about these situations, and that's it. And not get lost in all the other little details or anything like that. So for you Virgos, you be in charge of that. You are in charge of your emotions. And if you have to repeat that every day, that's totally fine. I'm all for mantras, okay? So that's what you, on board for you Virgos. Next we have Libra. So Libra, we have the Death card, and I'm a Libra. So this is actually a really cool card. We're just picking like lots of big cards for this moon cycle. See, these cards aren't playing. These are actually first time I use them because I just got them over the weekend. I just shuffled them a lot. So that's pretty cool. So Libra, a change. A change is here for you. A change is coming. There's some sort of transformation happening. And you need to kind of let something go in order to bring the new stuff in, because you have big changes. There's a lot of big things going on for you, a lot of transformation in this lunar cycle for you. So it's good. Change is good. I know some of us, it is hard because it's different. But honestly, with all the changes we've been through this year, what's one more? No, a good one though. A good one. Only good changes. So Scorpio, what do we have here? We have the 8 of coins. So Scorpio, what are you working on? Like, what are you working on this new moon, this full moon season? Keep at it. You're doing a good job. Whatever it is that you're working on, Scorpio, just keep on keeping on, because that hard work is going to pay off for you in the next couple of weeks. Next, we have Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, we got the 7 of Cups. Or coins, rather. 7 of coins. So for you, Sagittarius, you've done all the work already. You've done all this work, and you have come almost to the end of it. You're almost there. So keep on going and really take a minute and sit back and appreciate yourself for all this hard work that you've put in. Thank you, Amber. All right, so next we have the Queen of Cups, and I'm just looking at this card real quick because it's got some cool fish on it. Easily distracted. So this is for our Capricorns. So Capricorns, Queen of Cups. So, she's just here with all the abundance, like all of the things going on. And so for you, this next month is all about bringing people together. And I think in this way, of course, it could be online. It could be in an online community. Like, I kind of feel like it's like more like that. Like, reach out to your online peeps and just really tell them that you appreciate them being there. Maybe do something nice for them, something like that. So that's what you got, Capricorns. Next, we have Aquarius. Actually, I'm gonna shuffle. Just gives me an excuse to shuffle, that's all. Because these cards, I could shuffle all day. 2 of Swords for Aquarius. So you have some decisions to make. And right now, you are so caught up in your head about it that you can't really see clearly. See how she's kind of got the blindfold on there. But it's time for you to take the blindfold off and consider your options. It's just time to weigh the options and go with your gut. So whatever one you are, whichever one your gut tells you is the right one. Stop second guessing it. It's time to just go ahead and make your decision. And last, we have Pisces. So Pisces, we have 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups. So with the 4 of Cups, this could kind of also be kind of like the meh card, like, all right. It's time for you to take a minute, look around you, look at the people around you, and practice some gratitude. Practice some, being grateful, being thankful, because things may not be exactly how you want them right now, but that's okay. You need to be your Pisces fish, in which you may have the mermaid here, swim right out of it. It's time to kind of swim out of that, like, oh, this isn't how it's supposed to be. We want things different. I want things different. It's okay to feel like that. It's totally fine, and it's totally normal. But try to take this next month, this next couple weeks, to really try to look around you and appreciate those people that are there for you. So that's what we have for Pisces. And if you want me to pull a card for you, go ahead and just write it in the comments in all caps so I see it. That would be fantastic. So, ooh, I just found this little bonus card. Let's see. It says, look, this one says in 2022, wait, in 2021 and in 2022. I'm gonna have to look that up and see what that is. So, very interesting. I'm gonna leave that out. So yeah, so if anybody wants a card, if you have a question, you know, something you wanna a little bit more clarity on, go ahead and write it in the comments. Let me know. If not, we will move on to our crystal grids. So I wanted, actually, you know what? We're gonna do our a crystal of the week first. I'm gonna do that first. Give it a second shuffle. So the crystal I chose, I guess it's kind of even more of a stone, really, it's a Shiva lingam. And I have a ginormous one because I love this. Like, for me, this stone is like a hug. Like, I just feel it, and it just like, so if I'm feeling some sort of way, I always want to be like, oh, and I hold it, and everybody, my kids are looking at me like, you know, I'm cuckoo. But, so that is that, and let's answer Amber's question real quick, and we'll talk more about that. Okay. Supportive energy with my, what supportive energy can I have with my Tower Week Tarot scoop? Yes. All right, Amber, let's see what we got. How can we support that Tower energy? All right. Strength. Strength, Amber. That's it, you know? Stay strong, stay rooted, stay grounded. I think that's super important for you for this next couple of weeks, is really pull on that energy. All right, can you pull a card for guidance for me about a situation between my husband and my son? Okay. Let's see what we got. Merck. All right, we have Temperance. So Temperance is all about, it's like balance, you know, but it's like balancing big things, big life things. So it's, you know, for this card for you coming up, I really think it's about deciding what's important, deciding, you know, like, or even asking what's important to each of you and seeing if you can come to a balance or some sort of, I can't find the word that I'm thinking of, that I'm wanting, you know, just like a balance, like somebody, you know, when everybody comes to a decision that works for everyone, because the word is gone from my head. But yeah, so I think it's time for you guys to really just sit down and really try to find that cohesive, important thing that's important to all of you and work on that. So that is what I have for you, Merck. So let's see. Actually, I'm gonna take a drink first. We have our Shiva. This is really heavy too, I have to tell you. It's like ginormous. So, hey, how you doing? We are just talking about our Shiva right now. So this is actually, it comes from the bed of the Narmada River in India. And they are like this. Like, I would love to go there and see that, like how that works. So when they take them out, they're already formed in this shape with these markings and everything. Oh, you're very welcome, Emma Merck. I hope it all works out for you. Good morning. Good morning. So this is just like a kind of a really great grounding stone. I mean, it comes in the river. It's all about balancing emotions. It's really good to use if you, like for me, like I like to use it for comfort. And I have like a little mini one too that I'll bring with me if, you know, if I'm going into a situation that may not be the greatest and I really want to find out, you know, I just really want it to calm and just be like, okay, we can do this. So this is a great grounding stone, great for holding when you're meditating and that sort of thing. And of course, like I said, it doesn't need to be this big, but I saw this one and I had to have it. It just had to. Hey, everyone who just joined, if you want me to pull a card for you, just let me know. Just put your question in the comments. And we had done Tarotscopes a little earlier, so you can catch that on the replay if you so desire. So next, I wanted to talk about I wanted to do a crystal grid for all of us for this new moon, or I keep calling it a new moon, I don't know why, this full moon in Gemini. So I'm going to move this over. So what, you know, these cards, yes, these are the Elemental Wisdom Tarot by the Tarot Tech Studio, and they are gorgeous. I just got them this weekend. It takes a little bit to get them, but it is well worth it. All right, Miss Pris, do you have a question, or do you want just a general card? Let me know. I can do that for you. All right. What do you think, Miss Press? Do you have a question, or do you want to like a general card? Ooh, what's this? Oh, general? Okay. Ooh, all right. A little questiony thing. I'll get to that in 1 second. Okay, general. All right, Miss Press. Let's see what we got for you today. You're welcome. We have the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords. So, excuse me, the swords are all about thoughts, kind of all the things floating around in your head, right? So there are some things that are going on, you know, that may be stuck in your head, kind of keeping you up at night, bugging you. I think, you know, it's time for you to really work on releasing that, this next, just for this full moon. You know, the full moon's all about releasing, right? And the Gemini full moon is about, Gemini is very a cerebral sign, and they are all about thinking and figuring things out and being analytical. So it's actually kind of a good card for you, because it's kind of saying, hey, whatever these cards that you have, I know it is intense. I know it has like, here, I'll cover that. See, it says a bad way to do that. I know. But when you know, when you have to release something, you need to let it go. And it's basically saying those thoughts that are not serving you, get rid of them. I mean, this is in a very dramatic way, but that's what you need to do, Miss Priss. Not boo. It's okay. It's kind of calling you out, being like, all right, girl, or it's time to let it go. So let's see. All right. I had that question. Oh, it lets me pop it back up the question. That's nice. I like that. All right. So the one, El Dorado, how can you be more consistent with my grounding? My body feels like I was beat up. Oh, yes. Okay. So grounding is super important. So really, if it's starting small, like you could just do really little things. You can you just run your hands under cold water. That's grounding. If you're feeling like worn out and tired, you know, run your hands under water, get outside barefoot just for a couple of minutes. Touch a tree. Grounding stones, any dark stone is a grounding stone. I'm trying to see what I have here. Even if you have a selenite too, like something like just a selenite, like, and you can get these pretty much anywhere, is great. Any stones that are like orange in color or red, you know, like this carnelian, those are great for grounding. So you can also even just kind of like a simple meditation, like just sit down, just think about yourself being grounded to the earth, like tethered to the earth, and that you are, you're safe, you're secure, working on your root chakra, because that's the one that sits at the base of your spine. Even what we were talking about, when I first went on, I always kind of do like just a quick breathing exercise. You breathe in, hand on your heart, hand on your belly, And take a deep breath in and just feel it like going right down to the base of your spine and just like clearing out anything that doesn't belong there. And just like do that a couple of times. That's a really great thing to do for grounding as well. You know, there's so many ways, and you know, it doesn't need to be complicated. It doesn't need to be any of that. You know, like I said, just running your hands under some cool water is grounding for you as well. And what's good to eating red foods. So the root chakra is red, is the color. So wearing red, red foods, you know, eating red foods and being mindful of it when you do that. Like, I'm eating this red pepper because I need to ground a little bit better. Like, I need to be more grounded. So that's, you know, that's what you could do. And it's easy. It's easy to do. So that is something for sure. And hi, everyone that just joined. If you'd like me to pull a card for you, go ahead and pop it in the comments and I will get to it. So I can do that for you. So I was just talking about crystal grids a little bit, and I just wanted to, I was going to make a crystal grid for all of us here for this full moon, and it's also the lunar eclipse. So what's good about, like, what's the big deal about this, right? The lunar, the eclipse, like, what's the big deal? You know, it's really just adding that extra boost to the full moon. It's this lunar eclipse in Gemini too. See, there you go. You have it read out. Perfect. That's perfect. You're so very welcome. This lunar eclipse, because it's in the sign of Gemini too, is great for expansion. It's great for opportunities. You have contracts to sign. You have, oh my gosh, you have anything new that's happening, making a deal, buying a car, selling a house, like any of that. Like this energy of this lunar full moon in Gemini is perfect for that. Perfect for that. And it's also good, you know, too, to express yourself. Because that Gemini, they're all up in their head. They love talking and just thinking and learning. So for everyone this month too, it'd be great to, you know, really express yourself and how you feel. And even though you might get a little bit, you know, you might get a little bit of slack for it, but that's okay, you know, because you know what? It's like, you know what? This is how I feel, and that's just kind of too bad, right? Sometimes we have to do that. Sometimes we just have to say it, you know, to kind of and that kind of helps things move along for you too, because when you don't express yourself and you're not saying things that you want to say, it kind of holds you, you know, you're stuck. So getting it out will help move along and help all these other things that will be happening, all these great things, you know, it'll help kind of get you to it too, as well. So, I wrote my notes. I gotta make sure I didn't forget anything. And you know, this, you know, full moons are great for releasing. So again, what are you holding on to? What do you need to let go of? Really think about that too. Culver Brandy. I just saw that right before when if you asked for a card and I didn't see it, feel free to do it again. All right, Culver Brandy, what do we got for you? We got the Three of Cups. So for you, it's all about family, or even just a partnership with some, you know, work partnership. I feel like more it's like a work related, like kind of a work partnership, or with some people that you know that you guys just work really well together. Celebrate that this week. Tell them that you appreciate them, like your little tribe. I think, you know, that's what I got for you, Culver Brandy. Is that a cute card? I love that. Definitely celebrate those people that are there for you. That's what just popped in my head right now. So, let's get to our crystal grid. So, what's a crystal grid, right? Everybody's seen them, and you see them on, you know, on here, even in Instagram and stuff. Oh, you're very welcome. And some are super elaborate and beautiful, like they must have taken hours, and I do love those so very much. But it doesn't really need to be simple. I'm all about simple. You know, I have 4 kids. We own a business besides this, that, you know, my business that I do, and writing and all that. So simple is just a fantastic thing. So crystal grids are basically, you take crystals and you put them in a pattern, and you set an intention, and what it does is it amplifies that intention. It helps to direct the energy of that, and it's also a visual reminder of your intention. So you could put it in a place that you walk past it and you kind of think, oh yeah, that's right, my intention is whatever it is, right? So the shapes could really be like, the shape of the crystal grid could be whatever calls to you. Doing it intuitively is fantastic. There are some set ones like that you can look up pretty much anywhere. I did grab a couple of just grid things. These are just little ones I have, like for little tiny crystals. Like that's the seed of life. It's all the sacred geometry. There's another one that I have that you can use. This one's kind of hard though, because you need to have like the exact right size crystals. And then they have even cloths that you could use for crystal grids. So that's what, kind of what they're used for. I do crystal grids for healing. I do Reiki. I'm a Reiki master, so I will send Reiki to them. I'm also a crystal healer, so I kind of just send all the positive juju out to whatever, and I make a grid specific for a person, based on what their intention is or what they are needing at that point too. So that is something that I do. If you want as well, go ahead and go over, when I'm done here, go over and give my Instagram page a like. It's Stardust Wanderer Tarot. And I am creating a tarot deck actually. So in my bio is the Kickstarter notification, because it's going to be awesome. I'm so excited. It's been a long while. So anywho, if anybody just joined too, if you want a card, let me know. So I made one for us today. And this one I made I did kind of like a sunburst, because I just want like the positive energy to radiate out. I want everybody to get what they need, to be able to let go of the things that no longer serve them, so we can bring in new stuff in a couple weeks when the new moon comes around, right? So I actually you can make any pattern you want. I will write them on paper. So this is kind of like what I do, right? When I do it for my clients, I usually put their name, I write the intention, and I'll do some Reiki symbols and stuff like that. This one I just drew up really quick before I went on. So I did cleanse, revitalize, release, balance, energize, and I just wrote the full moon eclipse, and then the date. So what I will do for this, and I'll take a picture of this and post it afterwards as well. So you can do it really any way you want, right? With the sunburst pattern, I want to kind of, like I said, radiate it out. So I will have like a grounding crystal that I always put in the middle. So I'm going to use this. Look at this. Ooh, let's see if we can get the rainbows. My little ring light thing. No. Anyway, so this beautiful crystal quartz, because it's so pretty. But crystal quartz, if you don't have all these crystals either, you can just print a picture of them off. You can even just write the name of the crystal, and that will still have that same energy. It's all in your intention. It's all in what you're mindful of and what you're sending out there. So you can do that. I just happen to have a few crystals, just a few. So, being crystal healer too, I have like crystals I use for healing, crystals that are kind of like the show crystals. I have like sections of them. So this one will go right in the middle. Like that's going to be kind of our grounding one that everything will radiate out of. And like I said, I will post a picture of it when it's all done. I was going to kind of do it, but I couldn't get the phone set up the way I wanted. So we will use that. And then I will use some crystals that are, again, the grounding crystals. So let's see what I have here. Let me just take my out of here. I'm going to use, the carnelian, super great grounding crystal. There's some sunstone. This is a sunstone as well. So sunstone is a happy crystal. It's all about happiness and just sending out positive vibes. And, if you think like the sun. So it's something, it's just warming and comforting. You know, carnelian, this is a great root chakra stone. This one is about being rooted. It's being about safe, being secure. So it's giving you that security to let go these things that you need to let go of, right? And you know, when you are releasing and stuff like that, you don't need to release things that are big, you know, like it doesn't need to be like these big, huge, like dramatic things. It could be like something little, like, you know what, I'm releasing the need to eat a candy bar every day. I'm releasing the need to, you know, not think before I speak or something like that. Like it could be something pretty easy to do. So I also have some tiger's eye here. So a tiger's eye, again, is another grounding crystal. It's great for it's great for decision making. It kind of like balances your thoughts so that you can make some good decisions as well. So we have those. Let's see what else I have here. Like I said, I got to move my Shiva. This thing is really, I don't even know. I'm not really good with weight. It's got to be like 10 pounds. We're going to like try to stick it here. Stay there. So also too, I wanted to throw in some fluorite. And I have these adorable little hedgehog fluorites. So we're going to add these little guys on there as well. I have some crystal points, just some random crystals that, oh, they're there. I guess I have some crystals everywhere right now. So I'm going to use these as well. Just some regular crystal points. But what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to use them like up and down right here. So we're radiating out that energy of the crystal quartz and whatever other ones are around it. So I will line these up probably like that. And then I will stick these other ones kind of like in the middle of it. Okay. And to do it. And a lot of them are all just like synchronized and whatever. I don't always tend to do that because I'm doing it. If I'm doing it for a picture, I might, but I usually have a purpose for each crystal I'm using. So I will, kind of do it that way. So I will use all of these, I have a whole bunch of these, and I will be kind of putting them long way on there to kind of direct that energy out. And also too, another one I'm going to use is turquoise, because turquoise is all about, it's about clearing your head, and it's a healing stone. It's great for healing, any type of healing. Turquoise is awesome to have. And that's why a lot of times you see a lot of native cultures using a lot of turquoise, because it's an amazing healing stone. It really is. Hi, Just Jenny. So I also have, the selenite, which that you can use too. This is a great thing to use on these. And the size of the crystal doesn't matter. The size of the crystal is not a big deal. It's really whatever you have. And I also have like this really nice obsidian. And this is great for just transmuting and deleting any negative energy there. Well, I did skip over fluorite. I got distracted by the hedgehog. Fluorite is good for anything mental. It's great for clarity of thought. This one's really, really good for that. So fluorite you can use. That's why it's so popular. You see a lot of it too. There's so many different variations of it. Like this one's kind of more purple. This is like the greenish color. I have a moon that's like all different colors, like a big moon that's all different colors. So this is more for just that clarity and all of those things for that. Yeah, obsidian is great for bedtime. We're talking about crystal grids, and I'm doing a crystal grid for everyone. So I'm just explaining on a couple of the crystals that I'm going to be throwing on there, and I'm going to post a picture of that when it's all done. Because I'm doing it for all of us for the full moon. And if you hopped on and you want a card, let me know too. That is definitely a good thing to do. Also a great way to use crystals are to get some crystal cards. So I grabbed these, and these are awesome, and these are great for even learning too. These cards are, it has a picture of the crystal, and then it tells you about it on the back. It says what it is, who needs it, where to put it, and all sorts of things. So these are great to have too, to use for, and they're kind of color coded actually. I'm just now noticing this. Different colors. So if if you have a stone that's orange or whatever, and you want to, it's a great way. It's an easy way to find it. That's really, I didn't notice that before. Well, that's cool. So these are actually crystals, the stone deck. These are handy for sure. So once you have it all set up, next you just, you take a minute. And for me, if you do any sort of energy work, you can certainly do that. Like for me, I will send some Reiki to it, with the intention that that I have. And then I will keep it up. I usually keep it up for about 7 days. And so every day, especially if I'm doing it for clients or whatever, and I'll do it with this one too, is I'll keep it up for 7 days and I will send Reiki to it every day. So that, and whoever wants it will receive it, and that will be, just kind of give everyone an extra boost during this full moon lunar eclipse season. So that is how I do a crystal grid. If anybody just hopped on, if you want a card, let me know. I can certainly pull one for you. If anyone has any other questions about crystal grids, I can definitely answer those for you. Hey, Artemis and Alchemy, how are you today? How's it going? We were just talking about crystal grids. I'm gonna say drink. I'm gonna make a nice starburst crystal grid for everyone. And we are gonna send it right out, do some Reiki to it and send it out for everyone for this full moon to help everyone keep grounded and think clearly for everything they want to release this, during the full moon, so we can bring some good stuff in for the new moon in a couple of weeks, because that is something we, who doesn't need a little boost, right? I'm all about that. So yeah, so that is it, I guess that's really it as far as, I'm just trying to see what other stones I have here that I might be adding to. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, I have a couple more I could add. An amethyst. I'm gonna add amethyst. So an amethyst is good. This crystal is good for addictions, or things that kind of are holding you back mentally usually. So if you're a snacker, then having an amethyst around with you all the time just to keep you mindful of that is great. And it goes for any sort of addiction. If you smoke or stuff like that, this amethyst is a fantastic crystal for that. So we'll add that to the crystal grid too, because we will add that, to kind of, if that's something we need to release, like that's giving you that extra boost to release that too. So I have some solidite too, and this one is a great one for, it's like a great balancing stone, and it's more about like balancing your words, like just saying what you want to say, how you want to say it. The blue is great, and that's, kind of throat chakra type thing. So that's something that is, would be great to add to this as well. And if anyone wants me to pull a card for them, just throw it in the comments and I can do that for you. What else do I have? Here's another piece of fluorite too. Look at this fluorite. This one's really pretty. I like this one. And like you pick a card of the day, you can also do a crystal of the day. If you get like they sell it like just a lot of just some different kinds of crystals, you could just pick a crystal a day and be like, okay, this is the energy I need to bring into my day. Just like you would like pull a card, right? Or you could do that again with the deck, this crystal card deck too. Same type of thing. Okay, Artemis, let's get you a card. I had to move my crystals. I get crystals everywhere. I guess that's not an odd thing for me. I always have crystals everywhere. All right, Artemis. We have the devil. So the devil is about those, again, I guess it's the amethyst. The amethyst was talking here. You know, it's getting rid of those things that aren't good for you. What is a habit you need to drop this full moon? Like, what is something you've been like, I need to stop doing this. I need to, you know, stop eating whatever every day, or I need to slow down on my soda or something like that, or anything. What is that? What's that one bad habit that's been nagging at you? Well, this is the full moon to let it go. Try to, you know, come up with a couple of ideas, steps. Use a reminder on your phone. You know, grab an amethyst with that intention of the thing that you want to let go. So that is, you know, that kind of read up. That's really funny that I pulled this and was talking about the amethyst right before I pulled your card. So see, it knew. This one knew what was going on. It knew. So yeah, Artemis, that's what we got for you. All right. Awesome. Justine, yeah, the pyramids are great for, you're welcome. Pyramids are great for kind of concentrating in energy. And like, you know, like I was kind of using, like this one kind of, it's not a pyramid, so to speak, but it's got a point to it. They're great for using in the middle of crystal grids to kind of like concentrate energy. That's what they're for. They're really for concentrating energy. So if you're really drawn to them, you may have some sort of like the energy of whatever that one you're drawn into. You may need that concentrated energy from it. So that is something that you could get one and you could put it right there. And then even if you take a couple of the, you know, the quartz points and just kind of lay them like right around them in a circle, and it will kind of take whatever those crystals are around it and just kind of like swoop, suck it right up and concentrate that energy. And when you set the intention of where you want that energy to go, then that's what it's good for. So that may be something that may be calling to you for a reason, just Jenny, I bet. So, and plus they're really cool. I have a bumblebee jasper one that's really nice, and it's upstairs, so I can't get it now. But yeah, that's what you know, that's in gridding. That's what I use them for. But yeah, if, you know, even like with this crystal, you know, I'm trying to see if I have any other tower type point. No, I have all like double ones. It figures all the crystals I grab, it's the one I want I don't have. Such is life. Oh, you're very welcome. I'm trying to see what I have. Figures. So anyway, we'll just keep using this one as an example. Also too, this is also good too if, so we'll say this is a tower. This is our pretend tower. If you have an amethyst one or any other one, and you have, say you have a headache, or you just feel like even in your head, like Claude, you could just pop it right on your third eye, lay down, and give it a couple minutes. And again, that will kind of help take that energy out. Again, it's like sucks that energy out. There it goes. So that's also a great way to use it as well. The crystal deck. It's just called Crystals the Stone Deck. Sorry, my light, like anything in light. Crystals the Stone Deck. My husband had gotten this for me a long time ago. I'm trying to see where it's from. It says Chronicle Books. I bet you can find it on Amazon, maybe. Or go to Chronicle Books first. So we'll try to shop from them first, and if it's not there. But yes. It's 78 crystals it has on there. It comes with a little book. Not a very big one. Just like how to use it. It's more just some suggestions, like how to meditate with them and stuff like that. It comes with this little book. Whoops. But that is definitely a cool, I like how it's separate. And like I said, I usually just look at it this way because I know a lot of the crystals, but I did realize that it does have kind of color coded. So, you know, if we want some pink crystals, you go to this little one here and it gives you all the pink crystals. Like here's a rose quartz. And what I like about this deck and why I use it, you're very welcome. I like because a lot of they're in like raw form. There's absolutely nothing wrong with a tumbled crystal. A crystal's a crystal, it all works. But I do like that these are kind of in a raw form. So that's like a rose quartz. It's love in rock form. That's what it says. That's super cute. And then it has like kind of a little saying on the bottom, take care of your heart. So these are cute. Lepidolite, enter your chill zone. So I have a piece of lepidolite, and this piece, it actually fell and broke a little bit, but that's okay. It's more purple, and this definitely varies in color. And this is a really great. This is really good, like for people who are super stressed. Like type A personalities should be wearing this everywhere. It's great for just like chilling you out. Like it's a great chill out stone. And I do use it. I use it in healing when I do crystal healing a lot too. And that's how this broke. Let me tell you, I have a story about this. So I was doing a crystal healing on my husband, and you know, he kind of wonders what I do most of the time. Like he never knows what I'm up to. But he wasn't feeling well, and he is like, we own a business, so he's always go, 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 and he was all stressed out, and he had a like stress headache. I said, well, let me do this. Let me do a quick healing on you or whatever. So I took the lepidolite. I'm like, oh yeah, he needs this. I put it on his third eye, right? And I have these like little pillows. I popped it there. It was fine. This thing literally like jumped off. It like, phew, and I was like, what just happened? And he's like, what was that? I'm like, oh, nothing. Because he's a Gemini moon, sun, and his Mercury is Gemini. He has lots of Gemini going on. So he's all in his head all the time. His emotions, everything in his head. Lots of Gemini. So this poor thing, I don't think it could handle it. So I have to I baby this one because, you know, it did its job. It really worked, you know. There is a corresponding crystal for each zodiac sign. So actually, I'm going to do that next week. I will do that next week because I don't know them all off the top of my head. So I want to make sure I get them right. And then hopefully I have one for each. So I have one to show. But you just gave me a topic for next week. Yay. No, I'll do that next week. So actually, if I can find a pen, I'm going to write that down. Let me write it down. Because I'll forget if I don't. Okay. It's done. It's happening. Yes, Just Jenny. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, all right. I think we're good, right? We're good here. I'm going to go ahead and make this crystal grid when we are all set. When we're all done here, and I will take a picture of it and I will post it on the Instagram page for you guys. And if you want to receive the Reiki from it, in the comments of that post, just say you give permission to receive the energy of the crystal grid or something like that. Just basically, even if you just comment with emoji, that lets me know that you're giving permission to have that healing, that energy sent to you. Okay. So yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your week, and I will see you here same time next week. All right. Thank you. Bye. If I can shut it off.